All right, we're going to call to order the Historic Preservation Commission meeting for the City of Davenport, Tuesday, August the 9th. Can we have a call of order, please?
Listegi?
Present.
Miranda?
Yes.
Powers is excused. McGivern?
Yes, here.
Franken's excused. And Sage?
Here.
Takes us to item number 2, the Secretary's report, consideration of the July 12th, 2002 meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve as written.
Second.
Motion and approve to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, and I'll take us to item number 3, communications. Matt?
Sure. I've got a couple. So just a reminder, our Heart of Downtown walking tour, the next date's Monday, August 29th, 10 to noon. And then the June date that got rained out is now Saturday, September 3rd, 10 to noon. So you can sign up for that online. It's free if you haven't done so already. And then our other communication is that John Higgins in the audience is scheduled to be appointed to the board at tomorrow's city council meeting. So we welcome him on, and he'll be here in September for his first meeting.
All right, welcome, John, and we'll do the intros next month when everyone else is here as well. That'll take us to old business. Is there any old business?
Just want to provide an update on the chimney at 511 Gaines. So as you can recall, the communication lines were hit, which caused the chimney on the house to fall over. So at last meeting, the commission recommended denial for demolishing the chimney in favor of reconstruction. So staff have been working with the homeowner. Right now, the real issue in getting it rebuilt is the proximity to the Mid-American power lines, which are the higher lines on the telephone pole. So you need 10 feet of clearance for OSHA requirements in order to be able to work on that. So staff are working with the applicant. We have gotten him in touch with a mason that is going to rebuild the chimney in some shape or form. Just kind of working on that utility line issue for now. So
yeah, it is going to be slightly shorter. We agreed that that would be acceptable to have it a little bit shorter.
Okay. And is it enclosed and secured right now with all the weather that we've been having?
So the property owner said that he's not getting any water damage from it. I don't know if the water just happens to be flowing around it for some reason, but it can't be covered because it is an active chimney. So it is venting his gas, his water heater and things like that. So we're monitoring the situation and we are in contact with him very frequently on this.
How close is that to the peak of the roof, distance-wise? Does anybody know?
The peak?
or do you mean the power line?
No, to the peak, because if they make that shorter, you may have an issue with that thing venting, with that being a steep roof.
Okay.
And if you've got to be a certain distance code-wise from that peak, otherwise you got to be up either at peak or 2 feet above it.
So, okay, we will definitely keep that in mind.
And 10 foot is about the cutoff. So if
Okay.
he's outside 10 foot, then he can do whatever he wants. But if he's
So I know he could get from the lower, there's 3 active power lines there, and it's 7.5 feet from those. So that's why we're running into some issues. And the communication lines are most definitely in the way. They're almost touching the roof. But that's not as large a concern from a safety standpoint. So yeah, we are working with Mid-American. It feeds about 40 homes, so turning off power for long periods of time is not agreeable. But I guess some of it depends on how they can get it configured and staged.
I would just let them know that. I mean, if they don't go up that high, they may have to extend that stack up, and then you're going to have a brick chimney with a 8-foot piece of pipe sticking out of it.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All righty. That'll take us to new business, case number COA 22-10, construction of access walk connecting Vanderveer Park Drive to its historic stone bridge at 223 West Central Park Avenue. Vanderveer Park is a locally listed historic landmark. City of Davenport is the petitioner. Staff.
All right, so just a brief overview. Vanderveer Park was established in 1885. It's a 33-acre park in the middle of the city. It was actually originally the site of the Scott County Fairgrounds before it was handed over to the city. Its level of significance is that it represents Davenport's City Beautiful movement and its history and landscape planning. So the city of Davenport is proposing to install a new walkway to the stone bridge, which is highlighted in yellow on the map. So it's off of Brady Street towards the southern half of the park. So on the left, you can see the existing site from an aerial photo. The path will meander from Vanderveer Drive and extend down to the stone path. It'll be a 6-foot wide path and it will be ADA accessible. The material will be a pea gravel type surface. No trees will be removed as part of this project. And then the stone bridge itself will not be touched, so it will be preserved and left as is. So here we just have a few photos of the existing site and the existing bridge. So currently it's just surrounded by grass. You'd have to walk through the grass to currently get to it. So it'll be nice to have an actual walkway in order to be able to enjoy the bridge. So staff are recommending approval of the certificate of appropriateness for the new walkway at Vanderveer Park. Staff reviewed the project for conformance with our review standards in the historic preservation ordinance and found that new construction shall not be discouraged when such improvements do not destroy the historic integrity of the park.
Okay. Any questions from the commission? I do. Are the, outside of purview, but Friends of Vanderveer are aware of this? They've been part of the planning process, and because they actually retain a great deal, I know, of the history of the park, and I'm just curious if they've been involved in this.
I don't know, but we can check on that.
Would like you to do that. Okay. Any other questions from the commission? Okay. I need a recommendation.
I move that we recommend or approve the recommendation of the certificate. My second.
A motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Listagi,
Yes.
Miranda,
Yes.
McGivern,
Yes.
Sage.
Yes.
All right, that will take us to other business. Is there any other business from the commission? Staff? The only thing I'll let the commission know is the task force has met with the recommendations. We're going to come forth with the commission on kind of the funding requirements and planning requirements for next year and provide to the council, and we hope to have that something maybe next commission meeting, hopefully. All right, with that, we'll take us to open forum for comment. Does anyone would like to address the commission? Seeing none, take us to adjournment. Need a motion and a second.
I motion to adjourn.
A second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you very much. Hey, John, very painless.
Oh, no, you know what? I used to be the president of the labor union.